I'm Kathy.
I'm Lulu.
And I'm Donna. And today we're reacting to Kenny Loggins, Your Mama Don't Dance. And I love this song. It just brings back so many memories. Because my sister's a lot older than I am. So I was just a little girl. And she was a teenager by this point. And she would stand in front of our full-length mirror and just her hair was going crazy. I thought she was having a fit. And she was dancing to Kenny Loggins, Your Mama Don't Dance, and Your Daddy Don't Rock and Roll, or something like that. She would just absolutely, I just thought she was sick. I didn't know what she was doing. Because I was only like 7 or 8. But I have such fond memories of this song. Not only that, but anytime I would beg to go with her and her friends somewhere, they'd have this blaring in one of them old cars that we would cut around town. And so I have a lot of good memories of this. I think y'all don't like.
Okay, let's go ahead and get to it. This is Kenny Loggins, Your Mama Don't Dance.
Rolls around and it's time to go to town. Where do you go? Rock and roll. Oh, folks say that you gotta ain't the babe I tell. Keep her out on the date and you lay it on ladies' sound. Just say no excuses. You're gonna lose, you never win. I say it again. It's all because your mama do dance and your daddy do rock and roll. Log hair.
I love this song. And it also reminds me a couple, well, it's been 3 or 4 years ago. You bought tickets for your dad for his birthday for us to go see Kenny Loggins. And I had no idea that he sang this song because I was so little when my sister loved him and loved this song that I had no idea. And so we get there and he starts singing there, and I just absolutely lose it because I'm just so happy because it brings back such good memories.
Yeah, I remember that. I was just scrolling like through the Facebook marketplace, then someone was selling these 2 tickets, but it was around my dad's birthday, and I called her. I was like, hey, do you think he'd want to go to a concert? And at first she was like, nah. I was like, well, it's Kenny Loggins.
And I was like, oh, I'd heard. I mean, I knew who Kenny Loggins was. And I said, oh, I know he's going to want to. So he did. He was so excited.
Oh, yes. And it was like a couple weeks before his birthday, too. But it was coming up, so I was like, hey. It was like last minute. They had to go that night.
but it was fun. We had such a good time. And he can still sing just as good as he ever did. But I did not know that he sang that song. And I remember how happy I was. I just jumped up and started dancing. I was so happy that he sang that song.
Okay, let's go ahead and get back to it.
I loved in like the middle of it the pianist. He did that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was making faces. But Kenny Loggins is so talented.
Yeah, he seems like a great performer. During the concert, what other songs did he do?
I knew you were going to ask me that. This is the only one I remember because it was such a. That I remember there were songs that I had no idea that he had wrote. They were from a lot of movies. I didn't realize how many songs that he actually performed for movies. It was a whole list of them because he was going over them. But now, because it's been 4 years and my brain is not that good, I cannot remember the ones that he said. But I remember sitting there listening to him, and I was just so surprised. There were some really beautiful songs. I just wished I could remember all of them. So somebody has to know out there, and put it in the comments because I would like to know it since I can't remember anything. But I was just so surprised because I knew he was very popular, and I knew that he had a lot of hits because of Brenda, my sister. But I had no idea the scope of it until he started talking and was talking about all the songs that he had performed and written for movies. I just couldn't believe it.
Wasn't it Danger Zone?
For Top Gun.
Right? Wasn't that one of them?
Some big movies. Oh, I wish I knew.
I don't
wish
know.
could remember.
If you know, please drop them down in the comments. We'd love to find out. I think that was one of the best birthday presents I ever gave him, and it came in like a little envelope, and he thought I was giving him cash.
Yeah, he was so happy.
He was so happy. He was like, "Yeah, I'll get some cash."
And he
Then
opened it.
when he opened it up, he was like, "What's this?"
Until
He didn't read them.
until he saw Kenny Loggins. Now, if
And
he was
he
here
was
with us, he could tell you every song that Kenny Loggins sang and every movie that he wrote. I mean, he knows all that.
Yeah, he's a big Kenny Loggins fan. After he realized what it was, then he was all excited about it, and I'm pretty sure that was the best gift I have ever given him.
He loved it.
Ever.
And he listened to Kenny Loggins when he was growing up, and it was just that one song that I knew because I always listen to country.
So if you have any more suggestions for Kenny Loggins, drop them down in our comments. We'd love to hear them.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. It is free, as well as a comment. If you'd like to see this video that we were watching today, that's in the description, along with our social medias, like Instagram. I don't know any others. I think there's a Twitter one. You can see some of our personal lives, and you get a sneak bit of what we're doing tomorrow. And we have Patreon in there as well.
Yes, the link to our Patreon is in there, and you could be a member. There is also a tier in there to where you can do priority request from us.
We normally get the priority requests, the requested songs out the following week.
Yes, we will normally get those out the following week after you request them.
Forget, thumbs up.
That's all for today, guys. Bye.
Bye.